What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning to this video where today's a very special day, okay? Today I reached a level 10. You might not know what that means, but I'm going to briefly explain. So, for the last 3-4 weeks, I think it's 4, maybe it's 3, either way, for the last couple weeks, I've decided to map out my strength of my faith, my closeness to God, like a feeling closest to God, and like my joy level as well as like my overall level. And so, for the last 3 weeks, I've looked at it every week, and like I haven't really noticed anything, but except that like sometimes nothing matches, and it's just like a whole mess or whatnot. But today, and like usually I put everything on a scale from like 1 to 10. 10 being like an amazing high day, 5 being like the normal, like every day is a 5. Just start with a 5, like just go with it. If I go below a 5, that means things are sucking, which doesn't happen that often, which is great. And then like if I get to like a 7 in any of the categories, it's like a feel good kind of day, whatever. And then 8, 9, 9's pretty high, like that doesn't happen very often. But today, and like I reserved 10 for very special things, and I don't know what that special thing is, but today I think I hit that level. So today was a 10 all across the board, overall 10, like it was amazing. And I just have to mainly document for my own purposes, but also like hopefully something like resonates with you guys, encourages you, especially if you're a believer. Like hopefully something like really just shines for you and like really speaks to you. But this all started actually last night. If you guys don't know, I've been thinking a lot about something that I want to start, an initiative, a movement. I really want to disrupt the campus. Like I really want to, honestly, I want to disrupt people's lives. Like I want to really show people who God is, who Jesus really is at the core of it all. And what that is love, and like unconditional love for everybody, for anyone, for you specifically, for me, for every single person on this earth, no matter what you've done or what you've been through. Like that's the message that I want to communicate so much to this campus, and to anybody I interact with on a daily basis, honestly. And so I've been thinking about this, I've been working on this a lot. Lots of inspiration from North Point Community Church, Andy Stanley. In his sermons, he always seems to bring up the question like, what does love require of me? And so I'm starting an initiative where I bought 3,000 silicone bracelets that ask the question, what does love require on it? And that have a link to a website. And so I've been working on that website to kind of explain what love is in a worldly context, in a biblical context, and like thinking about it, I'm like, I'm gonna reach hundreds, thousands of people, and I'm just like overwhelmed with like how big of a deal that is. And like I don't want to put the wrong thing on the website. I don't want to set the wrong impression. I don't want to portray God and Jesus like incorrectly. So it's like killing me right now. But the thing is, like last night, God just like, and I've been praying for this, but like God just gave me the words for this website. And this morning as well, like he gave me the words for it. And in the last 24 hours, the website has like come together like miraculously, and it's been amazing. And like that was the beginning of my day. That's what really started, got it going, and I was like, this is crazy. Like that God is like, I mean, he answers prayers, and I know that, but just like having it happen has just been great. And so that just started off the day great. Had a great session of high fives. And you know, the funny thing is, like, okay, normally I like to have my meetings, I like to meet up with students, get to know people, but like everybody canceled. Like 4 of my meetings canceled all at the beginning of my day, so like up until 2 o'clock I had nothing to do. And like it's because God wanted me to work on the website. He was filling my mind, filling like my words, like he was working through me, and that's why he had everybody cancel. And like usually I'd be super angry about that, but like I saw his plan, which was like amazing to see, and it was great. And so that was awesome. Now fast forward now to 2 o'clock, the website is like going great. Well, actually, we have to jump back real quick because I did an hour of high fives in the middle. And I don't know if you guys follow Snapchat a lot, but on the UMD stories, there was a guy who was wearing sweatpants, and he had like shorts underneath that were Maryland shorts, and he pulled them down, and like it went viral or something like that, and people are calling him Shorts Guy or something like that. And he came up to me when I was standing outside giving out high fives today. I won't mention his name. And he was like, dude, this whole thing happened. How do you deal with like being famous? And I was like, I can't believe you're asking me that, but like you deal with it, you just have to live with it. Like he's like, but it's super awkward. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be awkward for the rest of being famous. Like it's just really awkward. That's just what it is. And you have to learn to be real with it and just like go with the flow when everything's happening. Like it was just funny to have him like come up to me and be like, yo, what's some advice on this? Like I never thought I'd be giving advice on being like a figure on campus. Like it's just really weird. And so it's such a blessing, but it's also just like super weird, and like it was just an encouragement and like a great opportunity for me to be able to like help somebody out. So I loved it. But fast forward to 2 o'clock, met up with this awesome young lady, got to really get to know her, which was really cool. And I really felt like I had the opportunity to share the gospel, and I felt like I did a good job. Again, like God gave me the words, and like I was just blown away. And like I feel like we had a good conversation, and I didn't like push them away because they have things that they thought and whatever. Like, I don't know. It was an amazing hour experience conversation with that person. And then I had a break, and I just was chilling, and I went riding my bike across campus because that's what I love doing with the high five sign and making people laugh and smile. Because going back to like the whole loving thing, like even just a smile, it counts as an act of love, as an act of kindness. Because like smiles are contagious, whether you realize it or not. Like it really does boost your day, no matter what like you think. But so either way, fast forward, I had a meeting with somebody else. This guy, I love meeting up with him. He's always got like these crazy random questions for me, like, is a hot dog a sandwich? And I just like always look at him like crazy, but like he's a great guy to like bounce ideas off of and talk to, and like he's a really creative guy, and he like supports the high five thing and like all that stuff. So I love talking to him, and it was great. And then I got to hang out with a new guy that I met, and our conversation is where I hit that level 10, and I was just like floored by how much like he was like expressing how like impactful it is what I'm doing on campus. And like, I mean, I know I'm doing great things, and like I know I'm like boosting people's day, but like he just like couldn't even like spit out like like the feelings he had, the thoughts he had, like the mind-boggling like experience he was having seeing me doing this thing and being like, what the freak is this all about? Why is he doing this? Like, and like the impact that it's having, like he was speechless. And I just like, I don't know, for me it's when it hit me and I was like, God is really using me. Like I really don't know whether I'm supposed to be doing ministry or I'm supposed to be going and working at Southwest, which is the job I'm getting right now, and like I'm excited for it, but like at the same time I want to do ministry. And like the fact that like my background check is taking forever, which is like a blessing in disguise because I get to do ministry full time, like has just been amazing. And so like I don't know, but like that conversation with him just really opened my eyes to how like God is using me. He's using my unique gifts, my unique talents, my unique weirdness that people might call weird and like exclude people for, like wearing a bow tie every day or standing outside the diner and giving out high fives or doing awkward things or like whatever, like things that like people would call weird, that the world would call weird. And this is something I talk about on the website, but like things that people would call weird, I have been able to embrace and actually use for the glory of God. And like I believe all of us, and like the guy, he said like, I don't know what I can do to contribute, but I want to be a part of this. I'm like, I'm sure, I don't know you well enough yet, but I'm sure there's something special about you that makes you different that you can use to contribute and you can use to love people every day. And there's more of this that goes on my website. You should just go check that out. It's a bit.ly link. I'll put it down below or whatever. But like, either way, like this conversation with him was just like so humbling and so encouraging, and just like it was just like the peak of the day. It was just ridiculous. And so like that was amazing. And the day wasn't even over yet. Then I got to have a conversation with somebody who like is a business school student with me. And she actually is going to work for a company that I used to want to work for and stuff. And just getting to talk to her, and she was like asking me questions, and she had never heard about anything that I was doing because she's been like away for the last year, like taking semester abroad and like a co-op and stuff. And like getting to explain like my thing, like talking to her helped me like put everything together and like make a vision of like where I'm going with this thing. Because like the high five guy, this is not the beginning of it. Again, like I said, I am trying to disrupt this campus, disrupt the lives of people here in a positive way. So I kind of was putting that all together as I explained to her who I am and what I was, and it was just like an amazing experience to kind of see like all these things that like I did like out of my own selfish desire in the past, like how they all are building together, all the struggles I went through, like they're all coming together for the glory of God, which has just been like amazing. And to continue with that, like at Crew today, we had 2 guest speakers who are students come and talk about how pain and suffering is being used, pain and suffering in their lives is being used for the glory of God. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, first of all, I'm so glad that they shared their testimonies, because like, that's the thing. The thing I find most beautiful is like when people come out of their show, when people are proud of who they are, when people can share about what they've gone through, when people can really connect with each other because they're not afraid to share who they are. Like, that's what I live for. Like, that's what I want to see in people. That's why I want to share like this love and this idea, and I want to be there for people. And I want to do ministry. But like hearing them and having them share their story and having them like give a great talk, like was again amazing, and I just loved it. And like I just wanted to like go up there and like hug them the whole time that they were just talking. I just like, oh my gosh. So that was amazing too. And oh my gosh, that's pretty much the end of the day at that point. But like I'm still just like overwhelmed with emotions, and like I could just run around in circles. I could probably run a marathon right now, and I hate running. But yeah, that was today, and that's why today hit a level 10. And this whole week has actually been really crazy awesome. I don't know why, but it just has been, and I can't wait to see the charts of it. But yeah, that's my level 10 day. And yeah, I don't know, I have nothing more to say except that it's ridiculous to see how God is using this high five thing, how he's using me, how when I finally decided to own my faith and really step up, like, God is doing great things with it. And oh yeah, to hear like the vision of where Crew is going, we had our leader was talking about where Crew is going and stuff like that, and like I got YouTube live to kind of work, but like that's besides the point. But like hearing the vision of Crew, and like I was totally aligned with what they were saying because we never really talked about it before, and like I was like, let's go. And I actually even questioned whether I should actually be a part of staff with Crew or just still stay independent, but that's another beside the fact point. Either way, hearing that too was really great, and it was really important, it was really nice. But like, I don't know, today has just been overwhelming. I don't know, like just so much in a good way, but like I don't know what can live up to this. I'm like scared for tomorrow because tomorrow cannot be as great as today. Like, but then again, one of my life lessons from traveling is you gotta have the good days in order to, or you gotta have the bad days in order to have the good days. So yeah, I guess bring it on. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's my day today. That's my level 10. I hope you guys got something out of that. Otherwise, it's at least good for my documentation of my journey. So with that being said, I think that's all of it. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm always missing something. So until next time, high five. Oh yeah, and if you want to talk to me about anything, always feel free to reach out. I'm always around. But until next time, high five.